Ayan, so magandang araw ulit, student. Welcome once again to our subject, Bible Panorama. And nandito po tayo sa Session 3. Okay, Session 3 na po tayo. At ating pong Session 3, we will talk about the patriarchs. No? So, when you say patriarchs, alam naman po natin ito yung mga ninuno, no? The term patriarchs, according to Genesis, chapter 12 to 15. Last time we discussed about Genesis chapter 11 to 12. Genesis chapter 1 to Genesis chapter 11. And this moment ay about sa Genesis chapter 12 to Genesis 50. So by next week, pupunta na po tayo sa Book of Exodus. And again, Session 3, let's talk about the patriarchs. So, the term patriarch refers to the founder or ruler of a tribe, family, or clan. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, sila po yung mga tinatawag natin mga forefathers. Okay? Mga nakilala. So, the Israelites traced their ancestry to one man, the patriarchs Abraham. Okay, so doon po nag-start yung recorded ng patriarchs kay Abraham. Okay, they laid claim to Canaan based on the covenant God made him. Okay, with their first three patriarchs. Sino po yon? Si Abraham, si Isaac, and si Jacob. So, sa iba po ay kasama dyan si Joseph. We will separate to study about the life of Joseph. But this morning, we will study about the patriarchs, the three patriarchs, okay, which is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So, alam na alam po ito ng mga teachers sa children. No? Ito yung madalas silang pinag-uusapan. But then again, since our subject is Bible Panorama, okay, no? We will see the narratives, the story of the Bible, the major story of the Bible, no? So, at isa po ito sa mga great story na hindi natin makakalimutan, okay? The patriarchs. Ang pinag-uusapan po dito sa patriarchs, again, sila po ay si Abraham, si Isaac, and si Jacob. And who are these three? Okay? So, tingnan po natin sa slide po na meron tayo. Okay? Makikita po niyan na nagsimula po yun kay Abraham. Okay? Sabi po dito, the events of the patriarchal narratives in Genesis cannot be synchronized with any event outside the Bible. As a result, scholars have suggested dates for the patriarchs ranging from 2000 BC to as late as 120 BC. So, dun po naka-record yun. Okay, si Abraham po, mga kapatid, ay ang asawa po ay si Sarah at ang kwento po ni Abraham ay childless silang mag-asawa. So, tingnan po natin mamaya, ipahuli po natin titingnan yung family tree, okay? So, ilate po natin tingnan yung family tree. Unahin po natin yung buhay ni Abraham. So, si Abraham daw po ay first known as Abram. So, yung kanyang pangalan po ay hindi pa Abraham, kundi Abram. At ang kanyang pong tatay ay si Terah. So, he was the son of Terah who lived near the southern Mesopotamia at city called Ur of the Chaldees. So, kaya nga mapapansin natin, nung tinawag sa Abraham ng Diyos sa chapter 12, ay iniwanan niya yung kanyang bayan na Ur. So, the name Abraham means the father is exalted. Yun pala po yung ibig sabihin ng pangalang Abraham. The father is exalted. So, the call and the promise of God to Abraham. God called Abraham when he was 75 years old. The Lord told him, go from your country and your kindred and your father's house to land that I will show you. And I will make you a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great, so that you will be blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and him who dishonor you, I will curse. And you, all the families of the earth, shall be blessed. Ito po yung pagkatawag ni Abraham, no? sa Genesis chapter 12 verse 1 to 3. Kasama po diyan yung promise ng Lord, kasama po diyan yung mga tawag doon, pinakita niya in a future. So the Lord told him, "Go from your country and your kindred in your father's house to the land that I will show you." So meaning, ang pagkatawag kay Abraham ay lisanin ang kanyang bayan, sumunod sa pinapakita ng Diyos, at ang kanyang pangako ay, "I will make you a great nation and I will bless you and your name will be great." Okay? Nasabi doon, magiging blessing ka sa marami. At i-bless ko yung mga nagbe-bless sa iyo, and I will curse those who will dishonor you. So ito po yung pangako ni Yahweh kay Abraham. So, nakikita po natin yan. The summary of Abraham narrative is, of course, sa Genesis chapter 11, verse 27 to 33. Makikita po natin dyan yung lineage or yung pinagmulan po talaga ni Abraham, the father of Abraham. Okay? Pagbabasahin po natin yan. And Genesis chapter 12, verse 1 to 9 is the calling of Abraham. And Genesis chapter 12, to 10 to 20, kaya po ito yung assignment yung nakaraan, basahin po natin yung Genesis, is the struggle of Abraham. And Genesis chapter 13 to chapter 16 is the beginning of Abraham's faith in God and the declaration of God's promise to him. And then Genesis chapter 19 is the wickedness of Sodom and Gomorrah and its destruction. And Genesis chapter 22 is the great testing of Abraham, na kung saan yun po yung panahon na ini-offer niya ang kanyang nag-iisang anak. At titingnan po natin mamaya yan. Okay? So si Abraham po ay namuhay ng 175 years. Okay? According to the book of Genesis in the Bible, he died at ripe old age and was buried in the cave of Macpelah with his wife Sarah. So 175 years old siya nang mamatay at nailibing siya sa cave of Macpelah na kasamang kanyang asawa. Ngayon tingnan po natin. Di ba sa pag-aaral po kay Abraham ay wala silang anak at tumatawa pa nga ang kanyang asawa sapagkat pinangakuan sila ng Diyos na magiging great nation, magmumula sa kanya ang lahi ng pinakamaraming lahi na kasing dami ng buhangin sa dagat at kasing dami ng bituin sa langit. Ngunit 100 years parang ganun saka lang sila binigyan ng anak ng kanyang asawa. So patitingnan po natin. Tingnan po natin yung family tree. Okay? Abraham, ang asawa po niya ay si Sarah, at nang hindi po siya magkaanak kay Sarah, okay, ano pong nangyari? Ipinasiping po, okay, kay Abraham ni Sarah ang kanyang pong kasambahay na ang pangalan ay si Hagar. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang po si Sarah ang kanyang naging, o sabihin natin sa salitang Pilipino na asawa, kundi si Hagar na kung saan nagkaanak po siya doon na ang pangalan ay Ishmael. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, bago magkaanak si Sarah, nagkaanak muna si Abraham sa iba. At ganun din po, nagkaanak din po si Abraham sa katauhan, sa kanyang pangatlong babae. Okay, no? Mas pangit pakinggan babae. Pero, okay, bukod kay Sarah, may Hagar at meron din po siyang tinatawag na Keturah. Okay, nagkaanak po siya diyan ng 6. Si Keturah ay nagkaanak kay Abraham ng 6 na ang pangalan ay si Simran, Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shoak. So, sa anak ni Keturah, madalas nababanggit sa Bible ay si Medan at si Midian. The rest, hindi na masyadong nababanggit. At kay Hagar naman ay si Ishmael. Okay? Kay Sarah naman, ito na po yun. Papasok po tayo doon sa ipangalawang patriarch. Si Abraham po yung first and the second ay ang kanyang anak na walang iba kundi si Isaac. This is the second patriarch. Kaya pag sinasabi mong who is the patriarchs in the Bible, do not forget that the patriarchs in the Bible declares as Abraham, and the second one is si Isaac. So who is Isaac? Tingnan po natin. Isaac was Abraham's son, okay? Anak po siya ni Abraham. that he bore from his wife Sarah, God had promised him a son through this line, but he gotten impatient when years passed and nothing happened. So naging impatient po sila sapagkat sa kanila ipinangako ang bansa magiging great nation, dadami ang kanilang lahi pero wala pa pong anak, kaya naging impatient. Worried he would have no offspring by time he passed. He slept with Hagar. As I said a while ago, a slave in his household. From that union came Ismael. Okay, nagkaroon po ng anak. Okay, si Ismael. At nung pong ipinanganak si Isaac, okay, alam niyo po ang ibig sabihin ng pangalan ni Isaac ay one who laughs or rejoices. Bakit po? Sapagkat ang kanya pong asawa ay nagtumatawa. At the back of the curtain, when Abraham was, mayroon siyang kausap na angel of God na patuloy po niyang pinapanghawakan at sinasabi ang pangako ng Diyos, ang asawa niya ay tumatawa sapagkat matanda na po siya pero wala pa rin anak. Kaya ganun po pala, doon nakuha yung pangalan ng Isaac, nang ibig sabihin po ay one who laughs or rejoices. Okay? Yun po yun. So, Isaac began as a man of great faith, trusting his father when God told Abraham to sacrifice him. So, wala po siyang kakibo-kibo. Wala po siyang pag-alinlangan. Siya po ay sumunod. Okay? Doon, according to Genesis chapter 22, na siya po ay isasacrifice ng kanyang ama. So, when his, at ang napangasawa naman po ni Isaac ay si Rebekah. Okay, si Rebekah. In Genesis chapter 24, when his wife was pregnant, okay, nagkasawa po no, si Isaac, at nabuntis po si Rebekah, at nagkaroon po sila ng twins. However, it was told the older Esau, okay, ang twins po, ayon sa pag-aaral, bagaman po sila ay kambal, meron pa rin po diyang panganay. Would serve the younger, no? Yung older, according po doon, ay magsiserve sa younger, which is Jacob. Isaac rebelled and attempted to favor the older anyway, but God's plan was for Jacob to be next in the line of patriarchs. So alam na po natin, meron na po tayong clue. Who is the last and the third patriarchs? Si Jacob. Which is exactly what happened. So, according to the narratives, Isaac died at the age of 180. And the longest lived of the three patriarchs. So, ibig sabihin siya po yung pinakamatandang nabuhay among the three, si Isaac. So, titingnan po natin, balikan po natin yung family tree. Si Isaac po, ang asawa niya po ay si Rebekah. At ang kanya pong kanilang naging anak ay dalawa. Yun nga po ay si Esau at yun po ay si Jacob. In the Old Testament, ayon po sa pag-aaral sa Bible, ang talaga pong favor o ang blessing ay matatamo lang po ng panganay. Kaya nga po ang panganay dapat dito supposedly si Esau, pero si Jacob po yung na-bless at naging pangatlong patriarchs. So, paano po ito nangyari? Alam naman po natin yung kwento po ng magkapatid na si Jacob po ay favorite ng kanyang nanay na si Rebekah at si Esau naman po ay favorite ng kanyang ama. So si Esau po ay mangangaso, laging nasa gubat, nanguhuli po ng mga wild animal o ano man po yung masasarap na i-offer niya, ipapakain niya sa kanyang tatay, okay? At si Jacob naman po ay lagi sa bahay lang. Kaya one time po mga kapatid, alam niyo po kung bakit napagpalit yung sinasabi natin yung birthright. Sayang po no, yung blessing supposedly to Esau but to Jacob. Dahil po sa pinagpalit niyang pagkain. So, ganun po ang nangyari. Kaya yung blessing ay napapunta po kay Jacob. So, alam niyo po yan, nabasa niyo yan. But we will just discuss the three patriarchs in a short. Okay? So, pangatlo po naman, okay, the first one is si Abraham, si Isaac, at sino po yung pangatlo? Si Jacob. So, ibig sabihin po ito pong tatlo na ito ay mag-aama. So, si Abraham, ang anak ay si Isaac, at si Jacob naman po, anak na Isaac. Ibig sabihin, si Jacob po ay apo ni Abraham. So here we comes. Yung tinatawag po nating Jacob, dito po naganap ang pangako ng Diyos na kung saan I will make you a great nation. Sapagkat sa pangalan po ni Jacob, doon na bago ang pangalan niya na naging Israel. At ito pong Israel na ito ay nagkaroon ng 12 tribes. Doon po nag-start yung lahi, yung marami pong lahi, okay, na nababahagi sa iba't ibang dako ng Kanaan, ng lugar, at pinangalan din yung iba sa kanila. So doon po nag-start. Kay Abraham nagsimula, kay Isaac, pinatunayan ng Diyos, yung pangako niya ay totoo from Isaac, at hanggang kay Jacob. At to Jacob, it happens. So, tingnan po natin yung buhay ni Jacob. Jacob was the grandson of Abraham, the son of Isaac and Rebekah, and the traditionally, okay, sabi po sa traditionally, okay, and the ancestor of the people of the Israel. Bakit po siya yung ancestor of the people of Israel traditionally? Kasi po yung 12 tribes ay sa kanya nagmula at yung pangalang Israel ay kay Jacob nagmula. So, stories about Jacob in the Bible begin at Genesis chapter 25 verse 19. So, he was a twin with his brother Esau. Again, as I said a while ago, he wrestled in womb with his brother. So, doon pa lang po, naghihilaan sila. And it was conflict with his brother. Ibig sabihin po, yung wrestling nila doon sa loob pa lang ng tiyan nila ng kanyang nanay, ay magkakaroon talaga sila ng conflict. And the oldest, which is Esau, will serve the youngest. Okay, si Jacob. So Jacob was a plain man who prepared quiet living in tents rather than the adventures of outdoor living as a nomad. So this made him the favorite of his mother Rebekah. Okay? So Jacob's birth name means, ito na po yun, deceiver o supplanter. So mapapansin po natin hindi siya maganda pakinggan sa yung kanyang pangalan. Pero it was given to him because when Jacob was born as the second of a set twins, his hand grasping his twins' heel. Okay? So, kaya pala parang deceiver or supplanter. Okay? True to his name, Jacob grew up as a conniver, deceiver, and a cheat or a cheater. And he eventually supplanted his brother's position as heir to the birthright. So, parang ganon, pangit man, yung meaning ng kanyang pangalan, pero hindi natin alam, yun pa rin ang kalooban ng Panginoon. After Jacob struggled with the Lord at Peniel, okay, nagkaroon din po siya ng wrestling or wrestle with the angel of the Lord in Peniel. The Lord gave Jacob a new name, which is Israel. So, according to them, mapapansin natin, even in the New Testament, yung mga pinili ng Diyos ay nagpalit ng pangalan. Even si Saul, si Peter, so pinapalitan ng spiritual name. And God gave the reason, because you have struggled with God and with humans and have overcome. Later, God appeared to Jacob, or Israel, again in Bethel, reaffirms that the name changed and given to him the same covenant that Abraham had received. So, parang confirmation na yung pangako ko sa iyong amang sa Abraham at kay Jacob, ay pangako ko rin sa iyo. Thus, the hill catcher became one who struggled with God. It was before he met with God in Bethel that Jacob purposely put away his idols and purified himself. So, si Jacob po ay namuhay ng 147 years and the last 17 years po niya ay nasa Egypt. Okay? According po sa Genesis 47 verse 28. Jacob moves to Egypt at 130 years old at doon na po siya naabutan mamatay. 17 years po siya doon nanahan. Tingnan po natin na ito na po yon. Doon po sa family tree kay Jacob na nagsimula po yung 12 tribes. Who are the 12 tribes? Tingnan po natin, bago po the 12 tribes, nagkaroon po si Jacob ng asawa na 4. Kung ang kanyang lolo po ay 3, siya naman po ay 4. Sino-sino po yan? Si Leah, si Bilha, si Silpa, and si Rachel. Ngayon po, yung 12 tribes po na yon ay hindi lang nagmula sa iisang babae, kundi doon po sa 4 na babae. Tingnan po natin, by Leah, ay doon po si Reuben, si Simeon, si Levi, si Judah, si Issachar, si Zebulon, si Dinah po kasama doon pero hindi na po siya recorded kasi po siya ay babae. So okay, lalaki po lang po yung mga nabanggit doon sa 12 tribes. Again, kay Leah po ay meron pong 6. Si Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, and Zebulon. And kay Bilha naman po ay doon po si Dan and si Naphtali. 2 lang po. At kay Selpa naman po ay si Gad and si Asher. So 2 lang din. At kay Rachel naman po, doon nagsimula si Joseph and Benjamin. Okay? So, at mapapansin po natin na ito pong 12 tribes na to ay kilalang kilala sa Old Testament. Kahit sa panahon po natin ngayon, lagi pong babalikan. So by next week, ang pag-uusapan naman po natin ay ang life ni Joseph. Okay? So, ang inyo pong magiging assignment by next week, mga kapatid, your assignment is study the life of Joseph and his brothers, of course, the 12 tribes. And then at the same time, Bible reading po natin, basahin po natin ang book of Exodus. So that is your assignment. The life of Joseph and his brothers, study all about them. At the same time, yun pong book of Exodus. So, yun po yung session 3 natin. It's all about the patriarchs. And who are the patriarchs? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So, sa iba pong pag-aaral, kasama po dyan si Joseph. Pero ibukod po natin ang pag-aaral kay Joseph sapagkat may mas maganda pong kwento si Joseph at malawak din po ang kanyang karanasan at ang kwento. So, by this moment, mga kapatid, let us continue to witness and to see the beauty of the Bible, the story of the Bible. Okay? Sapagkat makikita po natin sa mga 12 tribes na ito, ay doon din po nanggaling si Jesus Christ, which is particularly, to be specific, ay kay Judah. Judah, David, and Jesus. So, maaabutan po natin yan. Mapapag-aralan po natin yan. Kaya napakahalaga po pag-aralan nung lineage po, yung family tree po ni Abraham, ni Isaac, ni Jacob, sapagkat yung 12 tribes ay sa kanila po nagsimula. Okay? At yung lahi po ni Jesus ay nagsimula po kay David. At si David po ay galing kay Judah. So, malami po yung pagkaka-connection. So, in this moment, that is our session 3. Don't forget, the 3 patriarchs in the Bible. Okay? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But, according po sa pag-aaral, okay, na traditionally, yung mga ancestor po natin, nakilala po si Israel, okay, or si Jacob, traditionally, bilang ancestor of Israel, ay si Jacob. Okay? So, God bless and see you everyone next week sa ating 4th session. So, mabuhay po ang bawat isa. Pagpalain po ang ating mga ministry. God bless everyone.